Okay, Joe. You are number one, my friend. Number uno. Numero uno. Sorry about that. I was waiting for the coffee to brew. Took forever this morning. Can you hear me okay? Hopefully you can hear me okay. See if I'm up and running there. Audio. Yeah, that's running. Volume automatically adjusted. Hello, Joe. Afternoon, Brew. How are you? Doing all right? Hey, everything's good, buddy. Everything's good. Just the usual running late. Let's see. I decided to just kind of keep the room lights off, and this is just the layout lights in the background. Let me kick those down a little bit. Color I want to run up here: pink, purple, that's yellow. Run some red. Let's turn those off. I got red on, man. I think we're in a dark room. Kind of like that blue. I like that blue a lot. Kind of gives you a little nighttime effect there. Fred, what's going up? Sound okay? I know we've been having some issues with the sound, me sounding all muffled, which that's just normal for me. And my Black Rifle cup, I got that. I always say we're going to have this morning brew. It's, coffee, whatever you normally drink. I'm a coffee drinker, obviously, you guys know that. I never say what I'm drinking. This morning I got some Black Rifle Coffee Company. There's more light on this for now. It's the Just Black I like. Is the name of it. It's a little stronger blend. It's a bold blend. I enjoy it. Had a little hazelnut in there today, a little hazelnut creamer. Just switch it up a little bit. Usually I use a little Italian sweet cream. So, everything sounds good. We'll continue on. Willie J. the Rail Fanner. Good morning. Fred. Good morning. Joe Raider. John Benicki. Morning, sir. I appreciate you guys. The Brewing Rail enthusiast. Always good to see you. Good afternoon for you. Not a coffee drinker. Never have been. That's okay, John. I drink way too much coffee. So, I tend to drink coffee, and then I like iced tea if I'm not drinking coffee. So, I'm going to get the train. Been running this stack train for a while, and now I'm going to continue with that and trying to that's a little less bright behind me though. Get that running perfectly. You guys know these stack trains can be kind of a bear. Fred, I drink usually just Maxwell House. I just like regular old Maxwell House. Always have. But I do, on occasion, drink others. I do like the Black Rifle Coffee Company brand, a veteran-owned company. There is another company I do want to try, and because I'm 1,000 years old, apparently I can't remember anything. I am running a little space heater. That might be, is it like a little whining noise? Let me shut it off, see if that changes. You hear the train in the background. The furnace is right through that door there. So it is running right now. So that from time to time will kick on and you'll get that noise. There's really nothing I can do about it. I'm in the basement and there's really no other way to stop that noise. In the summertime you hear the air conditioner kick on, and again it is in the same room as the furnace, you know. So yeah, it'll get any better when I shut that little heater off. Maybe you'll be able to tell once the furnace kicks off. And it's about, I think it was 7 degrees this morning. So it's still only about 10. So I'm going to get up to about 20 today. And possibly some snow this afternoon, they're saying. Hey, John. John, how do I sound? You and I have emailed back and forth. If you have a link to a couple of those microphones you were talking about with me, if you wouldn't mind just emailing me those links, because I don't know, maybe it's my settings that I've been playing with, trying to get them a little better for the sound. I hate these wired things. It really limits me to moving around. But why do you think it's the furnace? It probably is. Let me know when it kicks off. Unfortunately, when it's cold like this down here in the basement, my legs get a little cold. It's kind of got it under the desk here that I'm sitting at, just kind of keep my legs warm. So, but let me know. I could, turn that off. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. Obviously, I'm not a professional. I'm not looking to spend professional money on stuff, but something that's decent. You know what I mean? That you've used or you've had luck with. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll switch different brands of coffee. I don't usually buy stuff like Starbucks. I do like McCafe from McDonald's. I'll go to McDonald's from time to time. I'm not a fancy coffee guy, but I do like at least a medium roast. This is a bold roast from Black Rifle. It's funny we talk about that, being a veteran. I'm not a veteran myself, but we do try to support, especially with my son being in the Army, as a lot of you guys know. He sent me some pictures. They're actually loading the trains. Sent me a picture of, I believe it's an 85-foot flat car with some, actually some medic Jeeps that had the cross on them, and a couple Hummers. I think I had one of those smaller Jeeps and a Hummer or two on it. But they're loading the trains up this morning to go to Louisiana. They'll start training, deployment readiness training, I believe it is called, and that will be, I think, starting on the 8th. They'll be shipping down there for the month of February. That was already scheduled even before all this stuff going on with the Ukraine and Russia. So, Grandpa Rails, good morning. So that's pretty neat. It's cold there. He's in Kentucky. It's having snow, but he said it's pretty damn cold this morning. The picture he took, he actually said he had to take it with his nose because his gloves, he can't get the gloves to work on the phone. I said, boy, that's some talent, kid. Some talent. Well, what are you guys up to today? Anything fun? Joe, I know you're. I watched Joe Rader's video on his build on the, I think it's the Morningstar or the Blue Star cement ready mix plant. He's building that for Jack. I found that for a pretty decent price for a Yankee Dabbler, considering, the kit, not the ready mix kit, it's the Valley Cement Company. And their kits, it comes with a lot of stuff though. There's a lot of buildings in it. It's about $100. kicking it around. I mean, not right now, but like I said, I already have the ready mix plant. I have the Glacier Sands company and the asphalt company. What's project 2 going to be? What's the next one you're building? The ready mix was fun to build, and so was Glacier Sands. Weren't bad at all. So, did you find the right spray paint? Primer, I mean. Hey, James Galton. What's going on, buddy? All right. Now you gotta talk to me here. What's going on with this move? When did that happen? Talking about I'm going to be moving. That's kind of out of left field. I get it. Hey, Steve Childers. How you doing this morning? Gary, how are you? SDP 45. So I just got to go back through to see who I missed. Ken Pryor, good morning. I got everybody. Glacier Sand is number 2, then Valley Cement. All right, I'm looking forward to the Valley Cement, being I already built the other 2. See how that all goes together. And again, I may end up doing a, would it be a kit bash, what they call it, or is it a, I'll be modifying the kit, I don't know what you want to call it, not so much, because I'm probably going to try to put it up against the backdrop, so I'll probably be trying to maybe split that building so it's not as wide, like putting the whole building up. But I know there's a couple of different buildings in that kit. Thanks, Gary. I just put those up last weekend and did a video on it. And yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. It's going to look real nice. Let me turn the camera over here at the river scene. There's a little river underneath there. So that's going to look real nice, and then I have it all the way into the corner down here, and then that's where it ends at this point. To be continued. But little at a time. I wanted to get that much done because I would like to start scenery on that end of the, I think on that area of the layout. So I wanted to you know, kind of get that. Big news, we put in our house for sale, layout on hold, we'll build a newer layout. Well, that's cool. Are you going to, is the house going to be bigger, or you don't know what you're buying yet? I know you have yours in the basement now, I believe. So I don't know if you're going to have more room, more for a bigger layout, or I don't know. A new crazy adventure. Yeah, well. The Glacier Sands can be built before I need to paint. Yeah. I mean, especially if you're not getting too involved with different colors. If you're going to keep it that basically the same color green that you did the ready mix plant, like it's all one company, you know. Like I said, I did mine. Yeah, let me go grab it. Hold on, it's right here. Let me take my ears out. That's really annoying. Sorry about that, guys. My ears back in. I don't know if that helps the mic or not. I think it's this I'm using the microphone on, but who knows. Turn a little bit of light back up here. So this is the Glacier Sands, at least part of it. I don't know if I have. I think there might be other pieces, parts to it. Now, I painted mine striped like this because my cement trucks, the drums are painted like that. So it's the Yakabuchi Cement Company. I might be changing the name. I don't know. We'll see. The side of the trucks my trucks are 3D printed, and they're all. I have to weather this up. I haven't done any weathering to it, but they're all 3D printed, and a lot of them, anyways. So they are. Oh, that's gonna fix that. It looks like. And Joe, I agree. When you were building this ready mix. These little this piping's a pain in the neck, man. This piping is, every time I touch the damn thing, these pipes want to come loose, you know, so I gotta glue them again. But then I have, you know, the striping on that. Thanks, James. So, they did do some weathering on this. It's hard to tell because of the lighting. I should turn the lights on for this part, but that's okay. I got a little bit of weathering. Some early airbrush type tries, you know, to weather, so I don't know. And I found this office was a little bit of a bear getting it to sit in there right. I don't know if it was just my kit, maybe it was a little warped, you know. Some of those Walthers kits like to warp. Kind of regretting the fact that, see, it's a solid base. I'm regretting the fact I didn't put any people or anything in there, and I guess I could probably pop the top off, but put a floor and some stuff like that in there, but I don't know. Came out pretty good. It's, you know, when the truck's going in there, you know, the cobwebs. And this is, funny enough, this is the asphalt plant. It was a totally different industry, obviously, so that's why it's painted a different color. There's an asphalt company around here that has these colors. It has this two-tone brown, and it has like orange lettering. I want to say it's called Kokosing with a K. But funny enough is trains will fit underneath that. This is strictly, I guess, for trucks. Trains won't fit under there because you can see I kind of cut the base thinking I could do that, but I was going to have to add like pylons and stuff to raise that up to fit them under there. So I ended up just buying this kit. Like I said, you see how much brighter that blue is. It's just because the other blue is weathered. They're both the same color. Don't ask me to tell you what color it is. I think it's either, let's see, it's either bright blue, apple barrel, or it might be blue bonnet. No, not blue bonnet. I think it's this one. It's the award blue. That's the one I used. What's that one? It's not the electric blue. Anyways, which one? This last kit? This one is, it's all, these are all Walthers kits. You got the Blue Star cement. Sorry, man, it sounded like something jumped the tracks. It didn't. It sounded like it. Blue Star cement. Blue Star ready mix, sorry. And then I thought something jumped. Something gone. And then you have Glacier Sands was the other one. What was this one? And this is also Walthers. I can't think of the name of it. Something, it's the asphalt plant. I was saying black something or another. Black Cat or something like that, asphalt. I don't know if I have the box anymore. I have to look for it. All right, John, have a good day, buddy. Thanks for stopping in anyways. color he used was called Shy, S-H-Y, even though it's green. Okay. Well, I love that bridge I did in green. Now your green isn't quite as like green as that. That was Rust-Oleum Coastal Sage is what I used on that bridge. I just love that color. Black gold asphalt. Thank you. My goodness. And it was black something. Black cat, I thought, but black gold is what it is. Jeez. Oh, it's called Sky. Okay. Sky. Well, that's a nice color. I like that. It's nice for those type of buildings. Bernard C., how are you? Just join us. But yeah, it's nice for those like corrugated buildings. You see a lot of them in like different shades of blue, greens, stuff like that. So it's a Tamiya color. Okay. Yeah, I mean these are all just like I said, apple barrel. I'm just starting to get into some of the better colors. Like right now, these are just the Vallejo. I guess they're airbrush paints. They're all acrylics. But I got a set. Oh, I don't know. My wife got me a set around Father's Day or something. She bought me a set like that. She bought me the new airbrush. So, you know, I do want to get into the airbrushing more. John 2618, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Let's see here. James, what's going on? When I started my layout, I ran the railroad alone. But now I have met a bunch of other modelers who run ops, so I want to set up my next layout for ops. Yep, and that's kind of same here. I don't know how many ops sessions or how many guys I'll be able to have to do ops, but I want it to be doable if I ever do. You know, when I was able to acquire the extra roughly 10 by 10 area of this basement, the L shape of the basement, I could have left my layout as it was and just put a spur, you know, and added on that way and what have you. I could have made it work, let's put it that way. There was just so many things with that layout that I was not happy with that I decided it just made more sense to change it. Anything from the track plan itself, it was fine for rail fanning, but it wasn't very conducive to operations. So that bothered me. My aisles, because of how I had to fit it in, I was trying to get as much layout as I could out of the space, and my aisles were way too narrow. 22 inches. I even had a pinch point that went down to about 16, 17 inches that, you know, you had to turn sideways and squeeze through, which wasn't nice. It wasn't good. And then I had a duck under, which, you know, I knew as I got older I was going to have to do something about it because it just wasn't fun to duck under that all the time. And anybody that came by to visit basically would get kind of stuck in there to get under. Hey, Jeff Bennington at Elkhorn Valley Railroad. Good morning, Pennsylvania 6200. Good morning. Lee from Anfield Road Layout in the Loft. Good morning to you. Yep. Yeah, guys, don't forget that. 6 p.m. Eastern. Short line Thursday. James Tedesco. Check him out. And he's only a couple weeks into that show, but he's already picking up a nice following, and it's a good show. It's enjoyable. Sorry, I'm just playing with the lights. That's white, pink. Georgia Sunbelt. Good morning. So blue, got a green tone. Oh, that one purple. Ain't bad right there. Kind of like that color. It's right there. That's like a nighttime color. That's cool. Oh, that's even darker. Sorry, guys. Put these color. I like that. That looks kind of neat. Put these colored LEDs in, and I'm still kind of playing with them. See what I like. Boy, that turns the backdrop almost green, doesn't it? Because it's green tones. It almost doesn't even look like fall. From that, it almost looks like it's, you know, summertime. Yeah, Nisi will be on. Is that about Nisi? I think will be on tonight with Jim. So that's pretty cool. All right, enough of that. That's gonna be annoying enough. I don't know what topics or anything are tonight, but. Yeah, Fred, you're right. Kid with a new toy. Well, not as bad as Sparky. Oh, they do funky things, man. And they do change colors and jump, do different things like that. Fade in, fade out, flash. If you want to, like disco down here. Slow. Wow. And I'm having a seizure. I cut that off. Stop it. I don't want to stop it. Yeah, I just shut them all off. Now I'm sitting in the dark. Now I'll turn them back on. Oh crap, they're going to keep flashing. I did it. I broke them. Sorry guys, I don't know how to stop them though. Off. Fred. I need to put that in like in your videos. Pennsylvania 6200 as an announcement. My American Flyer Polar Express is on New American Flyer tracks. Well, that's pretty sweet. Uploaded a video, he said. I'll have to check that out later. Yeah, I think I did break it, Anthony. I don't know. He broke it. That was my son's saying when he was a kid. Broke it. Kid broke everything, man. He wanted to know how everything works, so he'd kind of attempt to take it apart, or he'd break it to take it apart. Ultimately, he broke a lot of things. But they're pretty cool, though, the lights, you know. I was watching, I was on Sparky's stream last night, watching that, and he was changing colors and stuff while the trains were running. I'm not so much into all the flashing and stuff like that. I just thought crystal ceiling disco ball. And there you go. There's a sight to see me doing disco. Forget that. Big old smoker, huh? Yeah, that's the one cool thing about like the old American Flyers and Lionel and that. We did the old O gauge, anyways. You know, they smoked. I bought the son back when he was 5 or 6 a Polar Express Lionel. It smokes. I gotta get the tender fixed. So he did something. He broke it. Did something to the tender where the wheel that runs that third leg or third rail, it's like stuck out. I can't get it to go back in. Hey, Jason. So I'm gonna have to either take it apart, try to fix it myself, or find somebody that can fix it. I actually knew a guy that used to work on all that stuff, and I haven't seen him around lately. Kind of lost track of each other. So I don't know if he's still doing that or not. He fixed mine. I have an old Lionel Santa Fe from probably 76 or 7 when I was a kid. I was 5 or 6 years old myself. Still have it, still runs. And then we also bought them, it was just Lionel had one called the Pennsylvania. It has a Pennsylvania tender, it's a steam locomotive, and those two both smoke. But, sorry, I had to clean my glasses. We'll sometimes put them up at Christmas. I don't have a whole lot of room in my living room for it. You know, once you put it around the tree, we keep the tree kind of off in a corner because of the way the living room is so small. And by the time you put the train underneath it, you barely get just a little circle of track. You can't really do much more than that. Nah, he was just pretty good at breaking them, Bernard. He didn't do too much fixing. Not in those days. And, you know, he didn't really have any interest in them. So I still have it all. I thought about selling it. That Pennsylvania, or that Polar Express is hard to come by, man. Like, he was born in 02, so we bought it in, 5 or 6. 05 or 06, somewhere in there. And, I've had friends looking for them over the last few years, because the movie's still really popular. The kids love it. But anything they were able to find was like plastic, wasn't really worth it. Nicknamed you Tinker, huh? That's all right. This was a combination of wanting to know how it worked and just being destructive, I think. But what are you gonna do? He's a good kid, man. He ain't a kid now, he's a man. A few more months, he'll be 20 years old. May. But, so yeah, I hate to get rid of it. Going back to that, I really don't want to get rid of it. But it just sits here in a box. It sits here I got it all in like a tub to keep it, That'd be really cool, John. I don't really have the space for it, or else I would definitely consider that myself. But yeah, I have a village that we set up. It's all the ceramic lighted village. They're kind of bigger though. They'd probably be too big for O scale even. They're just big. But yeah, I set that up every year at Christmas time. At one point I had a train, and guess who broke it? It just was a couple cars, and it was one that you'd run just a straight piece of track, and it would like switch directions. When it got to the end, it would switch and go back, and I'm pretty sure my Lionel are all metal. The tender maybe isn't, but I'm pretty sure that the locomotive is. Son of a gun is heavy as all get up, I'll tell you that much. It's kind of buried, or I'd pull it out, show you. Maybe next week. Remind me next week. I'll try to remember to pull that out, and we can at least take a look at it. It's nice. I halfway thought before I got into the HO scale, since I had already had that, of just building a bigger O scale layout down here and maybe seeing if he would be interested in it more. because we just had it on a little 4x8 sheet of plywood, you know, and yeah, it's tough, you know. And the Lionel I have, my dad got me, and he's been long gone, you know, so I'll never get rid of that one. It runs, it sparks a whole hell of a lot, but it runs. You get that smell, you know, that smell from the old gauge stuff. Oh wow, yeah, that's cool. A friend of mine at work just told me yesterday, actually, I saw him. He just got back from a trip to Florida and visiting his in-laws, and the father-in-law gave him an old train set. I'm assuming it's an S gauge or O gauge. It's heavy, it's metal. He said the thing's like 80 years old. Now, I don't know exactly, but he said he couldn't find a name on it or anything like that. Told him to take some pictures of it. So, but he said it runs. See, Dave, Lionel made IHO. Yeah, they did. This mine's O scale. Lionel. Yeah. There's some guys on there on YouTube that have some beautiful O-scale layouts. In fact, there's a place here, and my wife took me for Father's Day or birthday last year. It had to have been last year in 21 because everything was opened back up again. It's called Corner Country Rails or something like that. If Gary's still in there, he would know. It's this huge O-scale layout. They do have a little hobby shop there, and JD Stuck's channel. I'm pretty sure I have checked that out, but I will. But it's huge. It's in this big old pole barn, you know what I mean? And it's just massive massive layout. And I mean, we spent at least a good couple hours there just walking around, looking at the trains running. He does have a YouTube channel, Corner Country Rails, Corner Country, something like that. Hey, Chesco, how are you? Yeah, James says, John, you need to check out JD Stuck's channel. Is that the name of the channel, James? Is Eric Strange another one? Another channel, or is there a guy in here, Eric Strange? That I missed in the chat somewhere. Is that it? Country Bunker Trains? Is that the one I'm talking about over in Middlefield, Ohio? Stand by. If I could spell. Come on. Dang it. Country. Trainers, I'll try to see if that come up with anything. California, that ain't it. There. Sorry guys, I'm trying to look this up. Maybe it's just corn country. I don't think it is though. Corn country. That's it. Cornerfield Model Railroad Museum and Hobby Shop. See if I can share that. Yeah. Cornerfield Model Railroad Museum and Hobby Shop. Check that out if you guys get a chance. I mean, it's just, I mean, you can see it. It's massive. It's a beautiful layout, and it's just massive. This building's probably a good 60 or 100 feet long, at least. God, at least. So, but yeah, give that a look. It's I think that's YouTube. No, he has a YouTube. Pretty sure he has a YouTube channel for that, or Facebook, one of the two. Definitely a website. Just type that in, corner. Here, hang on a minute. See if I can put that in the. And this is, like I said, it's all O scale. What's that about? Damn it. Let's go like this here. Alright, that, I don't know if it actually will, if you could click on that and link it, but that is their website. Place is awesome. If you're ever in Geauga County, Ohio, definitely check that out in person. There's a little fee to get in, but it just helps them, run the railroad, I guess. There's a little hobby store there. Mostly O-scale stuff. They did have some HO stuff, but I think he actually does. I think he does repairs. I'm gonna have to take the tender out to him. I have a couple or two on one of the passenger cars, and he's replaced. I guess he broke that. I'll give you one guess. All right, James. Be safe heading up to Cambridge. Talk to you later. You have to fill this in a little bit more as you get more going with the house and selling it and all that fun stuff. Yeah, like I said, that layout is it's a big building. It's a big old building. It's on a farm. It's Amish country out there. They're not Amish, but it's in Amish country. So in fact, there might be Amish that work their fields over there. Yeah, Jason, I'm gonna get caught up on your videos, man. I know you've added some more, and I've been real bad about videos. Been watching just little short stuff lately. Like the shorts clips, you know what I mean? Man, I'd love to go to that show. I've always wanted to go up there. Well, I can't wait to see what Scale Trains announces for their 4-axle. Yeah, couplers for that Lionel Polar Express. I think I have to look at it again. I think just the pin. Maybe is there such thing as the pin falling out of the coupler? So I don't know if you have to replace the whole coupler, or if you can just replace the pin on that. You going up there, John? Amherst? I wonder how far that is from Cleveland. What city is that in? I know it's up in Massachusetts, I think, but Oh, your couplers are, yeah, I mean, it's O scale, it's Lionel, O scale. And I need one, I know for sure. Is that the city, Amherst? I mean, maybe it is, I don't know. Yeah, they're supposed to announce it this weekend at that show on the 29th. John, Scale Trans. I don't know what it is. It's a big secret. Heath is going. Springfield, Mass. Okay. How far it is from Cleveland? It's got to be a good 8-hour drive or something. I'm gonna put it in my little in there. Oh my god. Come every time you open an app you have damn ad or whatever you gotta go through. Springfield, Mass. 9 hours and 24 minutes. For me. How the hell I get there? Well, how come this is 7 hours and 59 minutes? I was taking it the long way. Let's see, 9 hours and 24 minutes. That must be off the thruway. No. Oh, that's tolls. That's why. 9 hours and 25 minutes for the free road. I can run the Pennsylvania Turnpike for 8 hours and 37. I can run it. Looks like the New York Thruway for that's all tolls too, though.
Starting route to
I don't want you to talk to me, lady. That ain't what I'm looking for. Yeah, it looks like 90 New York State Thruway to 90 East to Mass Pike. That ain't bad though. Yeah, well, you know, John, I'm looking for some kind of 4 axles. I'd love it if they had something, you know, GP40, something like that. Yeah, I think once they actually start into it, you know, they'll be able to use the frame for different models. I think that's the problem. They started out with the 6-axle modern stuff, and then, you know, all that tooling is extra money, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Warmer. How's it going? How you feeling, buddy? So I think once they actually get into it now and start making them, then the options will get greater as far as what they make. And then, you know, they brought out some of that MTH tooling. Turning lanes. Hold on. Any videos on how to do an intersection with turning lanes? Done. Need to build one and not sure how to do it. Any help would be appreciated. Well, I don't know how real it is, But you know, you could go on, just Google that kind of stuff, and you'll get the widths of the lanes, like the legal widths of lanes, widths of berms, things like that, and then use a scale ruler. I have a video back in my playlist. Now the volume, and the, you know, me and my volume, but it's kind of crappy, but I show me putting turn lanes in on the old layout with some that oh god, stop getting old. It's the highways and byways stuff, and you know, it has like the turn arrows and like the word where it says only, and then they got the yellow stripes and white stripes and all that kind of stuff. Some of it you just kind of go off of pictures, Google Images, and videos. How to do an intersection with turning lanes done. I need to build one. Turning lanes at an intersection. Well, if you have one lane going each direction, and you have one turn lane in each direction, you're going to have two lanes going in each direction. Take that back. So if you're going to have, say you want to make a left-hand turn lane, if that's what you're trying to do, so you only need 3 lanes potentially. You have one straight lane going one way with a turn lane getting ready to turn, and you're going to have a straight lane next to that for when you come out of the intersection. So you have 3 lanes, one straight in each direction and one turn lane to make your left-hand turn. Now on the other side of that intersection, it's going to be just opposite of that. So you'll need 3 lanes across, or however many lanes you want continuous traffic to go. If it's, you know, if it's 4 lanes, 2 lanes each direction, you're going to need a 5th lane in the middle, and you're going to turn, you know. But you could easily, seriously, you can Google that, streets, turn lanes, and you could pull up images and just get the idea. I'd be all about that. I'd pick up a CSX1, and I hope they would do an undecorated one, honestly, because I want to paint that in my CR&E colors. My GP7 is just kind of too old to still be running in modern day. I don't think anybody will be running that still. If they did, it'd be pretty roached out. Which I'm not against that either, but yeah, I would definitely be interested in an undecorated one as well as a CSX one. It was killing me not to buy that one with the yellow plow. They snuck that one in. I don't really need it. Work stuff in. You gotta put that work on hold when my show is on, Anthony. That's unacceptable. I don't want to hear this work stuff. Talking about a model automated. I lost you somewhere, man. Talking about the turn lanes? Oh man, you don't have to do that. I appreciate it though. That's nice of you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nice of you. I definitely appreciate it. You don't have to do that though. But you know what? That's it. I don't approve. I think you should take work off to watch my show. I give you permission. Well, anyways, that's all. Going back to the turning lanes, that's all I did when I did mine. And then, I mean, I'm assuming if you don't have a scale ruler, I mean, you know, really, it should be one of those things that is a necessity, a scale ruler. Well, like I said, I do appreciate it. I don't expect that. It's very generous of you. So yeah. Jen volunteered to flight 10 of us to Amherst next year. Alright. Count me in. Who in here is going to Amherst? Okay, now you got me thinking. 7.5 hours. Of course, that's some good weather and good traffic. I'd have to stay tonight because it'd be too much to drive out and back in one day, I think, and be able to spend any time. Tiny freaks watching their work, not being productive. That's more like it. At least you're admitting you're not being productive. I can appreciate that. That's acceptable. If you're at work, just don't be productive. Call a shotgun. Nah, that'd be all right. I don't dislike flying so much. I'm just not. I've gotten a lot better at it. I don't get like all freaked out or nothing like that. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do. But ever since those friends of ours moved to Florida, we've flown down a lot. Way more than we've ever flown. Before that, I think I flew one time in my life. And now we've been down there many, many times. See if any scale box cars over there. Over where? Misty snowstorm where, Fred? Hammers? Yeah, that would be a crowd, John, or Bernard. It'd be, you'd probably get kicked out. I keep saying it, just to let any Florida guys that haven't heard it, anybody that's going to be near Largo, Florida, on the 25th of February, it's a Friday. Scale Trains is going to be at the Suncoast Motor Railroad Club there. I am going to be in Florida. We arrive on that day in the morning. So I'm going to be meeting up with Jim Tedesco. Tom's Trains and Things is actually going to be doing stuff with Scale Trains, but I'm going to meet him. I already talked to him. Anybody else? Well, Robert Sacco. He's the president of the train club there. So I met his dad. I've actually gone rail fanning and been to the club with those two guys in the past. So any of you Florida guys that are going to be in that area, or not too far, heck yeah, man, come on up. I want to meet you guys. Oh, you said there's a snowstorm coming up through Mass. Well, you know, it's January, so what are you going to do? What can you do? It's been a pretty mild winter here up until this last couple weeks. Yeah, we'll have to plan it out. I wanted to get your other little buddy down there, Darren, but I don't know. That guy, he don't travel well apparently. Yeah. A lot of them guys never landed in a plane, they only jumped. I think my son's 101st, but they're not paratroopers anymore. They're air assault. And they like rappel out of helicopters and that kind of stuff. 82nd, I think, is showing airborne unit. Anymore. In fact, he was telling me the 101st, once the last, I think the last World War II veteran that was 101st passes, I think they're going to remove the whole airborne thing from it. DJ's change. Greenberg. Where's that one at? Landings where we are, our paychecks. Yeah. You know, most people like to come back down safely once they go up. Oh, that's the one over by Wilmer. That's the one I met you at a couple years back. Oh, it's in February, alright. I know you do one in November. I missed that one. I think it was November. Yeah, 82nd is still airborne. They're out of, I think, is it Fort Bragg, North Carolina? Yeah, DJ got a really good channel. Watch a lot of him too. I wish I had your coffee cup. I wish I had it out, drinking out of it today. Yep. Same with you, DJ. Hope all is well with you. DJ is not Lionel. He is N-scale. Not working today, or you're waiting to move? Yeah, I got his coffee cup, because you know me and coffee. DJ is he's O-scale? He's not O-scale. Are you? Last time you were N-scale. Did you change the O-scale? I don't think you did. Yeah. Those are long days. Long days. Yeah, as I thought, he was N-scale. Well, I think about it. Oh, he is selling styrene in every scale. JD is O. I know JD. John Dilly's HO. If you know about John Dilly, Grandpa Rails. JD, I'm not sure I know who that is. Or if I do, I don't realize I know. Yep. I often think about the layout I can have down here in this basement with N-scale. My God. You bought out Scenic Express styrene last year, and I am able to sell everything for 60% off. Seriously? Do you have that on like your website? Do you have a website or something for that, or what? 'Cause I might be interested in some of that, honestly, if that's just if you're serious about that. I was just on Scenic Express today. I'm trying to make these fall trees, and I'm trying to get my hands on some of their super leaf in fall colors, and damn it, everybody's out of the fall colors. Everybody's out of everything. Thousands of pieces left. They're just tiny pieces, that's all. It's his scraps. He's selling you his scraps, Jason, just for you. Put them all in a little Ziploc bag and then sell them all to you. Plastruck, everything Plastruck and Evergreen is in sheet form. That's good. That's cool. If you have a link or something, DJ, feel free to throw it in there if you're able to. You guys can check it out. I'd be about that. Unless is it on your channel? We can just go to your channel, and if it's in like your about section or something like that. Ah, there you go. So you are off by one letter. RJ's trains. I think that's the one I was talking about earlier too. He's got a hell of a layout there. Yeah, you're just one letter off there. DJ, RJ, kind of close, you know. It's got a J in it, right? That's all right. Now you see me, I can't remember half the stuff I'm trying to explain to you guys. see here. Let me attempt to do something here. Here. Search. DJs. Alright. You have a store on your channel. You're fancy, DJ. All kinds of fun stuff up there. About. Your website link. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of real life licensed drone operator. I got a drone DJ for Christmas. It's just a cheap one, but I do want to kind of there you go, scratch building supplies. Alright, let me see if I can get this up there for you. Alright, if that link works, that'll take you right to his the place on his website to get you to the scratch building supplies on DJ's channel. So, hey, it's new structures. Yeah, you know, that's the problem. I do want to do more of that. I have, we're showing off kits before, like, just about everything I have is from Walthers. Now, I like the kits, don't get me wrong, but you're kind of limited to the way they have them. You know, so you almost have to either modify them or, you know, modify your layout to fit into them in the way they are. So it does kind of get, you know, rough there. Yeah, I'll have to go and check that out. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to RJ's trains. I think I've watched him before. If not, I will make sure I do so. The link works. Okay, cool. Lee said that the link works. So, alright guys, so that's the link for DJ's trains for the Plastruct styrene and stuff. So you guys want to use that link? Hey, Peppy. How you doing, pal? He's up to 900 subscribers now. Trey Godwin. He'll be hitting 1,000 before long. So. You know, and John, and DJ as well, I do want to get into that. I think I'm just going to try it, even if I just start out with some cheap old plastic signs or something, just to get a feel for things. My problem is I can't seem to cut a straight line, even to save my life. I don't know why. And I have a little chopper thing too, so as far as like small pieces go, but I would like to get one of those like metal magnetic trays with the little magnets and stuff, just to help keep corners straight. And, you know, when you we've talked about this before, but when you get into mountain railroading, you're thinking about the trains and the track and the scenery. People don't necessarily realize how much workbench stuff is needed. You know, your paints, your tweezers, your cutters, your snippers, your X-Acto knives, your cutting mats, your, you know, scale rulers and all that kind of stuff. Even if you're not going to get into film at work since 9/11. Yeah. You do have some nice drone footage though. So wherever you're doing or wherever you're going to get it, it's awesome. In fact, you're the one that kind of really kind of turned me on to wanting to get into that. Oh, you can get a magnet tray from Harbor Freight. Okay, I'll have to look for that. I have a Harbor Freight not too far from it. And remember, you've been doing some good scratch building too. He's really gotten into it, which is nice. And the thing of it is you can save a ton of money. These kits can be so expensive. Like I was talking about that Valley cement plant from Walters earlier. That kit, the best price I've seen on that kit so far is between $90 and $95, somewhere in there. And I think with shipping, I was going to be around $100. And that I think was some Yankee Dabbler. Really. My wife has some of that stuff, and she wants to get her crafting room really set up so it's more usable. She cut out the letters for my Crooked River Co-op, the ones that I have on the co-op, on the silos. So that worked out pretty nice. Hey, Jack. There's so much you can do with all that stuff. These crafters, they're crafty. I mean, they do so much. TJ Strange, Pappy likes to scratch build, but N scale is a pain to find windows and doors. Titchy Train Group is about all you can find, and they are so limited. And honestly, probably because of the fact that a lot of us don't do a lot of scratch building anymore. So, John. Plastic brick sheet, he cut window openings that matched Titchy. There you go. But John, that was funny. He got his wife a cricket for Christmas, or cricket, whatever they call them, cricket. And it's really a wee gift. Yeah, she still has a lot of learning to do on that. But she has one she got a couple years ago, and it just hasn't had the time to really mess with it. She wants to get into it more, and I'm fine with that too. She's more than willing to help me out with some certain things once she learns it. Right now, it's the learning curve and all that to get things figured out to do it. The room she's in is actually just a little spot here in the furnace room, which is where I'm going to put my workbench area when she moves up to my daughter's room, when my daughter moves out. She's talking maybe springtime. So I told her we'd research and try to get her set up real nice. Up there, where she has a nice work area and some shelving and stuff to store all of her crafts. And it's amazing. Just look up some of those crafters on YouTube, and it's just they're as crazy as we are with our mono railroads, with the things that they do and they have, and it's nuts. There's storage bins, and you know how it is, man. You got stuff that you don't use a lot, but you don't want to throw it away because you may need it someday, kind of thing. All right, Jason, I'm going to actually kick out of here too. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. Can't find shutters or house accessories like lights, gas meters, electric boxes, garden. Yeah. I mean, there was some stuff from like Walters, Scene Masters, and that. I don't know how readily available it is, and I don't know how readily available it is for N scale. HO scale still has a lot better selection on stuff. But I know, like the one house I got for Christmas, the split level house, there is like gas meters and all that stuff that comes in the kit. I don't know how many extra. I paint most everything by brush, and I use the apple barrel stuff from Walmart and that. I haven't really had any major problems with anything, you know. I like it. I'm trying to get into the better stuff though, just because hey Nora. John says, you think train tools are expensive? My wife is a quilter. Sewing machines and tools are very expensive. Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah, I usually do prime first before I do any painting on plastic parts, kits. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, that's what I do too. I do have the airbrush now, so I'm going to try to get into more airbrushing my kits and that. But yeah, I've always used just, you know, a spray primer, you know, and then the acrylics. Yeah, I'll leave a lot of stuff on the sprue. The only downside is, you know, when you cut it off the sprue, you get the spot that has the sprue cut, so you have to touch that up. But so that's the main reason I tried to. That's the main reason I painted all my track this time with the airbrush, the new airbrush, because I wanted to get better at using the airbrush. I figured, you know, you can't really do too much damage to the track. I mean, you can always redo it if it don't look good, but Tamiya fine primer, but it's pricey. Yeah. And then, depending on what it is, I'll usually seal it with a dull coater or whatever, gloss if you want gloss, but and scale styrene. I think you said most of your stuff is in sheets though, or maybe not. Yeah, Joe, that's a good idea too. I've done that as well. Stick it to a two-sided tape, and then, of course you got to flip it, of course, to do the other side, but it depends what it is too. Sometimes I'll look at where the screw is on. It might be on the glue area of it where you're going to glue it too. So if that isn't, you don't have to worry too much. You end up having to scrape that paint off when you go to glue it anyways. You know, there was a point in time, there was a day where I would just put it all together and then try to paint afterwards, and you all know how fun that is, you know, trying to paint window frames and everything like that after you've already put them in. It takes forever. So I learned the hard way. It's not even the hard way, I didn't want to take the time, you know, to do it that way, because I just wanted to put it together, you know. Yeah, I feel like Krylon is better. I've had issues with Rust-Oleum, almost like cracking. I don't know if it's maybe my application of it or what. Yeah, Pappy, I'll do that too. This way it doesn't take the paint off on the flip side. Hey, I do, the show starts at 8:30. As close to 8:30 as I can get. Usually 8:30 is the scheduled time, if you will, on Thursday mornings. And sometimes we go like this, we're an hour and 20, sometimes it's just an hour, sometimes it's whatever. Yeah, that too. If we're into a subject and we're, you know, discussing and then things are going, and we'll stay on if I have the time to. Sometimes I'll have other things going on. so I don't like to stay on too much longer than that. But if we have time, I can't remember if it was one of the morning brew shows or if it was something I just popped on one night just to test live stream, and I was on for 4 hours. Jason was on there, a bunch of other guys, but yeah, I like the Krylon flat clear as well. I think it was the Rust-Oleum. I think that's what happened. The car looked great, man. I was trying to seal it, and then it cracked. I don't know if it was the clear that cracked or if it cracked the paint. I don't know. I might have just did something wrong myself. Might not have been the paint, but I was so mad because it was looking really sharp. I had to strip the car all down and redo it. I was not happy. But yeah, Joe. I have noticed that with the clogging of the nozzles. For sure going to work great for me on specifically Pacific. Okay. Yeah, it's 8:30 Eastern time. Whew. Time for a nap. Yeah, no real big plans on the layout today. I have to wait for more material to make any more trees. Actually, I have to. It's so damn cold outside. I don't want to spray paint in the house. It's so stinky. I have to take it out to the garage, and that's not heated or anything. So I do have a whole box of super trees. I guess I could go through them and get the leaves all off of them. I tell you can't find stuff right now. It's nuts. That's a box I got a while back. I've had from when I had the old layout. I've already used what I already had painted, so that is something. What do you guys do when you paint if you guys make trees? What do you guys paint your trunks? I've seen a lot of people kind of go with like a grayish color, like a primer, and then hit it with a little splotch of like brown. I mean, most trees aren't just brown, Alright, DJ, thanks for stopping in, man. That was great to see you. I appreciate that. We'll be sure to check out that link to your website for the styrene. And have a good time at the gym and stay safe out there, man. Hopefully CSX isn't having all the troubles that Union Pacific's having out in LA with all the package thieves breaking into the containers. Great primer. So use a gray primer then. Lee uses brown. Like I said, I've seen gray, and then people kind of hit it with a little bit of a spray of either a darker brown or a black. Yeah, it's true. Hey, Roy. How you doing, buddy? Oh boy. You would know more than I would, obviously, but that's what I model. CSX, that's what I like. Base coat trees with brown, then gray tones to almost cover. Base coat trees with brown, and then gray tones to almost cover the brown? Is that what you meant? Any dry brush, huh? Alright, see you, buddy. Have a good day. Whew. Yeah, these trunks I have here, most of them are more of a brownish color. But it is true, most of your trees aren't really brown per se. You want to throw some kind of a gray or something in there, I think. Aspen trunks are light gray. I mean, you have like birch trees, which are more of a white color even, Not bright white, but, Pine trees are a little more brown, yeah. I'm going to try, I got to look up some videos. I'm going to try static grass on the pine trees. See if that, like little 2mm grass. We'll see how that'll look, just for fun. Yeah, covered in brown, okay. Some tones are red too. Yeah, it depends what kind of pines. But yeah, you're right, there's some red tones in there, for sure. And a pine tree. These are Virginia brown, yeah. Yeah. It's something I want to try that with the static grass to see. If it don't look good, you bang it off of there and do something else. Maples are grayish. Now, they're all like different tones of browns and grays, I think, And if most of them are, just in the background and that, it doesn't make as much of a difference. But I think anything you want to be up in the foreground is going to need some more realism. That's the only thing is, I'm not really necessarily ready to be making trees left and right now. The problem is it's too cold outside really to go and do any painting. And I'm not doing it in the house, so I guess I could do it with airbrush colors. I don't have to use spray paint. Usually I just buy rattle can primer and use that. I guess I could use the airbrush though, huh? Then I would paint in the house because there's no smell. That's the only reason I don't want to paint in the house is the smell. So I could use the airbrush, huh? I sure could. Alright guys, I am going to sign off though, I think. Alright Wilmer, man, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. I know you weren't feeling so great. Let me know if you need help with the show this Tuesday, if you're not feeling good. If you need me to, I can step in and do that. Just text me or what have you. Get better. Yeah. So, alright guys, again, I said it 3 times now, I'm going to sign off. Thank you all for stopping in. I do appreciate it. I really do enjoy doing this Thursday morning show. We just get into some really cool conversations. I never really have a plan for it. I get to yap in my big mouth, and then guys tend to kind of direct me into what they want to talk about. And John, if you remember to try to send me the links on those mics. Maybe I could beg the financial director of the CR&E to, relinquish some entertainment funds, capital improvement funds. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much. Have a great day. Stay warm. Stay safe. You guys are going this weekend to Amherst. Have fun there. Put up some videos of the show. And let's all keep our fingers crossed that Scale Trains is going to put out something decent in a 4-axle. Hey, Tiny Tom, where you been? Well, that's okay. We'll catch you around the other shows. No big deal. Maybe we'll see. We'll see you guys tonight on Wilmer's show. He's got Nisi, is that how you pronounce it? She's going to be on his guest tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern, Jim Tedesco's channel, Millennium County Railroad, for Short Line Thursday. I'll see you guys over there tonight. That's cool. Thursdays are becoming fun. It's all right. All right. Again, talk to y'all later. Bye for now.